We have two of our rock stars joining us in this grand finale. We also have a couple things to note. The 5 flex pays you see on your screen right now for the Cricut and everything else in crafting ends tonight at midnight. You're gonna see a whole bunch of feature prices and this day onlys. All of those end tonight at midnight. So if you see something you really love and you wanna use that flex and you wanna get it on sale, you gotta get in it before midnight hits or before they sell out, which would really be kind of a bummer. So all the 5 and 5 you just saw, prices are gonna end or they're gonna sell out. And that could be very true with our last look at one of the very best bundles we've ever done on the Cricut. This Cricut Maker is my #1 most used tool in my crafting goodies. I love mine so much. I have terrible writing, it writes for me. If I need something cut out, it cuts for me. If you wanna do everything from sewing projects, the list goes on and on, home decor, kids projects, science projects, whatever it is, you can turn to the Cricut Maker to make that happen. Let me show you what you're getting in the bundle, and then I'm gonna let Anna jump right into it because it's a lot to get to. First off, you get the famous Maker. We have literally the best price anywhere on this exclusive bundle. It's the lowest price Cricut Maker we've ever offered, so it's a great time to grab it, and this is the latest model. Instead of being almost $400 for our kit, we're at $329.95, 5 flex, and we even reduced the shipping and handling. It's normally almost $19. Now, I personally call this bundle vinyl and value because vinyls have become so popular, and even for like non-scrapbookers or non-card makers, women and men both love using the Cricut for so many cool projects. So we have a whole vinyl selection. You're also gonna get extra tools, so let me run the selection for you. You get the rotary blade and the drive housing, that comes with it all the time. You get the fine point blade and the housing, that comes with it. You get the marker, so you get the pin to go with it, that comes with it. You get 2 mats with it. You get the FabricGrip and you get the LightGrip mat. Those are included with this. On top of that, you get the welcome box, you have access to design space, 50 ready-to-made projects come right out the gate, and then here's where it gets even better, guys. We have, listen to all this, in our rolls, this is where it gets super exclusive, we have a full 48-inch roll of the transfer tape, 10 sheets of 8.5 by 11, a printable vinyl, that's really fun with the printable vinyls. You get an entire 48-inch roll of the Cricut Stencil Vinyl to make stencils. You get the Cricut Weeder to go along with it. And then with the rest of the color options too, you're gonna get the removable vinyl, you're gonna get the permanent vinyl, you're getting the vinyl pattern sampler included, you're getting the party foil in pearl and solid and holographic sparkle, and dun, 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 did I get it all? I think I got it all. It is a huge, huge value, and it's an awesome bundle. And also, by the way, you get the little picker tool. That's actually one of my favorite tools that Cricut has ever made. I use it for everything. All right, so Anna, I know we got a lot to talk about with this, and well, we got to end the month on a bang, and I think we certainly did adding this to the show tonight.
Exactly, Suzanne. Of course, like for National Craft Month, we have to have the creme de la creme of electronic cutting machines. We started National Craft Month at HSN with the Cricut Maker, and now we're ending it with it as well. It is the thing that when I think about crafting and I want to make something, I immediately think that the Cricut can do that for me and with me, and it's going to hold my hand along the way. So what we're talking about is the industrial strength machine, right? This is the top of the line of the machines that Cricut makes, and it has 10 times the cutting pressure of any of the other Cricut Explore family of machines, meaning that it's going to cut more materials because it has this amazing adaptable tool system that is right here. And I'm gonna just let that start. So it works by cutting on a mat, all right? So this blue mat is holding the vinyl material that we're cutting. We're cutting a premium vinyl. And I'm running the machine with my laptop, but I can run it with my iPad and my phone, and it's all with a free software called Design Space. Now, this is the revolutionary rotary blade, and this is what is so incredible about the Cricut Maker, is that we're cutting right now the vinyl with a fine point blade, which is something we all think about, right, that we know will work, right? This is work. And right here is where the pin goes, like Suzanne was talking about, where the pin is actually going to go there and write. But this is basically what we're doing with vinyl. We're going to take away we're gonna cut the material, and then we're gonna take away the cut, the excess from the cut. And then we're going to use, what's so great about this bundle tonight, Suzanne, is that we're going to be able to use the weeding tool, right, to get the counters of the hand tooled part of this letter out. We also got a really great transfer adhesive tape roll, and that's what you use to pick up the letter off the mat that I just cut and transfer it to the surface of your choice, and then you burnish it, and then you pull this away. All right, so this, you get a whole roll of this stuff, and it's going to take all of the vinyl projects right off the mat, right off the cut. So we're talking about being able to do things that we normally couldn't do, right? So we might be just thinking about paper crafting with any of the electronic cutting machines, but the Cricut Maker and its adaptable tool system is all about versatility. And when we think about versatility in crafts, we think about the types of things that we're going to cut. So glittered cardstock, no-brainer, right? Cotton fabric, I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. So if you're thinking about cutting through something like bamboo, right? That's possible with the Cricut Maker. And iron-on is also a no-brainer, but when you think about cutting with mat board, you can do this with the Cricut knife blade. Now, this is something you can add on to the machine because the machine has 8 different adaptable tools that can start to cut through things like wood, right? But with our fine point blade, we can cut this faux suede and poster board and leather. And you see, even when we get to genuine leather, we're telling it the millimeter thickness in the software to cut this, and it cuts over and over and over again until that is perfectly cut. So you just get the idea, right, Suzanne? You get the idea of what's possible with the Cricut Maker. And I'm going to set up for, I'm going to cut some fabric. Okay. And let me set that up.
I'm going to show you a project I did. Okay, so in front of me, I want to show you a couple projects, and then I'm going to show you my project. Okay, so I love this because you see this. You could take something you find. One of my favorite places to get surfaces happened to be a place that might be everything's for $1. Okay, I get all my surfaces there. It's fantastic. So you go and you get something very inexpensive. This is the vinyl. That's one of the vinyls you're getting with your machine tonight. And again, how awesome is that for a beautiful little housewarming gift? Or if you're going to someone's home, you take the cookies and leave them the whole darn thing. They'll love it. They'll absolutely love it. I do a lot of monogramming on lots of things using my Cricut. Now remember, she's talking about sewing. We'll get to that. How about this? Practical everything. How many of you are trying to get your life super organized, right? That is so important nowadays. I think the more organized we are, the happier we are. We craft better when we're organized. We live better when we're organized. So if you just want to get your pantry all in order, my goodness, use it for just that alone and you'll love it. Now I'm going to show you something that I'm wearing. Now this was pretty funny because I had them in my little jewelry bag. I bring them to the studio all the time and I went, oh, of course I'm going to wear these tonight. So if you will look at my earrings right here, the Cricut completely made these, and it's one of the easiest projects I've ever done. They literally, this is a faux leather that you can buy, and Cricut offers it as well. And then I want you to see, now remember, this earring's only maybe about 1.5 to 2 inches max. Look at how intricate, and that is it's a foil. So it's just a press-on style foil that you can get from Cricut. But look at how crazy intricate on an earring these details are. And guess what? That Cricut did this or did this giant tray. It can really do it all. And guys, these earrings, I know so many people who are on that one site and they're having a ball talking about earrings, making the earrings, selling earrings. Look at how cute these are. And do you know, I did the entire earring other than the hook. I had the hook. I did it all in this machine. So I hope you really appreciate the insane versatility of having a maker. And tonight, this is our best price. We've never had a lower price on a maker bundle than you're seeing right now. This is the time to finally get it. You know, maybe you've been watching for a long time, and I've had so much fun all month on our after show. I've done a show during the day from my house, and I can't tell you how many people are jumping online, guys and gals both, saying, I got my maker, it just arrived today. So do it. This is your moment. We have 5 flex. You're going to spread your payment payments out over 5 months. It comes right away. We have a feature price that ends tonight. The shipping is gonna go up tonight, so who wants to spend, what, $19, I can't read it, $19 on shipping, and the price is going to go up. So here's your chance to finally get the Maker. The one you're picking up, though, is the Classic. This is this beautiful champagne gold color, and again, great opportunity to finally get that Cricut that you've been waiting for. So you're gonna jump into a little sewing for us there, Anna?
I am, and one of the things I'm doing is I'm using the extra long 12 by 24 mat from Cricut. That's one of the things that HSN is so great about, is that the HSN store, the Cricut store on hsn.com, has everything you could possibly want and need. So see what's happening here? We have a piece of cotton fabric on the extra long mat, and what's happening is that it just checked to make sure that I put in the correct tool, and it says detecting tool. And this is where the Cricut does the work for us. It makes sure that we're doing what it says to do, because then that's how it knows to, it says, okay, so it says go. All right, it tells us we're ready to go. And so for some reason, I think it thinks I don't have the right tool. It's detecting the tool. It says load the rotary blade, which I did do. So let me just make sure we do have that. Maybe I don't have it in there. Let's check. Ready? This is how that works. So you open that clamp. Oh, and I'll be darned. Look at that, Suzanne. I have one of the, look at this. This is the adaptive tool system. It has a quick swap technology. And then all you have to do is change the tip. Now, it didn't have the rotary blade, and it told me so. And I think that's amazing, because this is coming with your machine, the rotary blade. So this is like the, you know, the hand-held pair of scissors where you would actually roll the cut, right? This is going to do it for you. It's going to cut more intricately, and it's going to cut in a very big, it's very precise. I don't know why I can't talk tonight, but you see what's happening. It's feeding through the machine. It's doing its cut, all right? I've already cut my pattern, my second piece of the pattern in the green fabric, which is so neat because it's already sized for me in Design Space, Suzanne. We're talking about being able to make a little bib like this with the selvage, with the tape, right? Look at, I want to show you up close. All of this, it's double-sided, completely cotton, washable. The project is something that you can just say, tell the Cricut Maker to do for you, and it does it.
Well, and Anna,
it does.
You know what?
It does it with precision.
Sorry, honey. You know what's even cooler is if you get infusible inks and you want to do like a really cool iron-on onto that, or you want to use the iron-on from vinyl and actually monogram it as well. Like your brain just starts to go crazy when you get the Maker at home and then you start playing with it. I have to give you guys an update though. This could be the very last chance you're going to get on our best bundle ever when it comes to the Maker. It's the lowest price bundle. It's a fabulous full bundle. I call it vinyl and value. Here's what I have left. I started out with almost 500. We're down to 457 specifically. And here's the reason why I think you're gonna love this. I use mine constantly, almost every single day. And I love it if I'm getting my home organized or a DIY project. For gifts, oh my gosh, I make everything on a Cricut. And you know why? Because I can personalize it. And then I hand it to my friends for their birthday, like, oh, did you make me this? And I'm like, yes, I did. And they think, oh, they go on and on. That's the joy we get. We love making, but we love that reaction, right? And this, I believe, is my most used, and I know it is, and most versatile tool that I have in all the crafting goodies I own. And because I've been doing this for a heck of a long time, I have a lot of stuff. And I'll tell you what, I had to move, I had to downsize. I had to get rid of some of my crafting stuff. Heaven forbid, I still brought tons of it over, but you know what? My Cricut went with me. And believe it or not, you literally will just keep it out, you'll leave it plugged in. That's how much I believe you'll use this. And you know what I love too? My son's girlfriend's mom, Nadine, she's a school teacher, and she has the Cricut because she's always doing project for the school walls in her room. So I love that.
One of the things, Suzanne, that I love to think about when I'm thinking about making something with the Cricut Maker, I'm thinking about my everyday life, right? The things that I'm going to the gym and I need some motivation, right? right on the water bottle. I am my own motivation right there.
Oh, that's
so
great.
That's going to give you a little call to action, right? I'm doing it right here on that vinyl that comes with this bundle. It's cutting all these letters perfectly. I'll weed that cut and then apply it to my water bottle. Now, one of the things that's coming tonight with this bundle is also a really neat material from Cricut called Stencil Vinyl. And Stencil Vinyl works just like it says, a stencil. So imagine if you were a painter and you wanted to actually create personalized things, and you could cut a stencil as perfectly as this and paint over it on a little wooden box, right? That's something that you pay a lot of money for to have done for you. That's incredible. And when you think also about what was once impossible, right? The small, tiny, intricate cuts was, left to die cutting, but being able to do it with precision on the Cricut Maker, you can go up to an entire 12.5-inch size or 11.5 inches on a 12-inch mat. This is where we get really, really creative, Suzanne. So if you're thinking about, again, personalizing things in your life, using vinyl in 2 different colors, you can do that. Heat transfer vinyl, glitter, like ironing it on. We have the Easy Press coming up, and imagine making things like this where you're going to a shower and you need the perfect present. Well, you can make it because the Maker allows you to do that. It allows you to take things in your own home and dress them up for a dinner party, or even, I'm 50% unicorn. Maybe we need to say that to your best friend. I'm not sure, but you can do that because this is what's so incredible about the Cricut Maker, is that the Design Space software has hundreds of thousands of images that run the machine. You just pick them. Like, that's all you're doing. You're just looking at them. It's like a Pinterest experience. You're like, oh, I like that t-shirt. I want to make it. You press a button and hello, sunshine, you have a t-shirt. And I don't even know what I ever did before I was able to think this way about crafting, being able to say, oh, I can make that. I can do that project for the photo shoot that I need to do tomorrow, right? Because the Cricut's going to do it professionally for me every single time.
Anna, you know what happens when you get the Cricut? You look at the world and surfaces completely differently. So if I see an empty surface, for example, we have this giant motor on the back of our little boat, right? It's giant. And there's this huge, glossy, beautiful sides to it. I can guarantee you there's going to be a monogram of our boat's name on there. Isn't that funny, Anna? Because you start to look at your everyday life and all you see are empty surfaces that need to have something done to them.
Well, Suzanne, I personally made you some monogrammed champagne coolers with my Cricut Maker for that boat of yours for your anniversary at HSN. And I think of it that way too. So imagine taking your paper crafting skills to a different level, a hexagonal gift box, all done, lid, decoration, perfect circle, entirely perfect box, done with the scoring tool that is part of the adaptive tool system for the Maker. Same thing, monogramming with 2 different colors of vinyl. This is where, this can go out on the boat with you, Suzanne. It has a plastic straw and everything. So it's really up to you. The world is your creative oyster with the Cricut Maker. And I like to call it the candy store of cutting that too, because if you can dream it, you can make it with this machine.
And the thing too is I have really terrible handwriting. And do you know, I let it do all the interiors of the thing writes for you. It literally will write whatever you want. And if I make all these fancy cards, and then I hate scribbling on the inside because I'm like, oh my gosh, my handwriting is so embarrassing. After I've made all this effort on an Anna Griffin card, right? Let it do it for you. I'm telling you, the list goes on and on and on. And I know we move pretty quickly on this, but if you're like, oh, I don't know, there are more YouTube videos out there on how to use the Maker. Anna's got plenty of them done. You'll love this experience. The only thing you have to remember is this is it. I think we have less than 400 left now. And when those are sold out, this configuration will never be repeated again. Please remember, at midnight tonight, the price goes up, The 5 flex goes away. That's only through craft month, and obviously it's coming to an end. And don't forget, we even reduced the shipping on this. So instead of almost $19, it's $5 to ship, and that's a pretty big savings. So grab it while we got it. You get everything you see here. You will have plenty of material right off the bat to do a whole bunch of projects before you have to think about anything else. You truly, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you because I think you'll absolutely love it. I really, really do. So I'm glad you're getting it tonight. I'll keep you updated when it sells out. Hey, I want to show you something else. If you didn't think the Cricut was versatile enough, how about having this? This is really cool.